Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome you tonight in the beautiful city of Muscat to announce the results of the ISSA Good Practice Award for Asia and Pacific 2015, and to hereby celebrate the commitment of the region's social security institutions to excellence and innovation. This is now the third triennium that the ISSA Good Practice Award competition have been held, and the number of submissions and institutions participating is increasing each time. The current competition has seen a 250% increase in entries, as well as nearly 50% more participating organizations since the first competition for Asia and Pacific in 2009, up from 19 entries from 11 organizations to 48 entries from 16 members on this occasion. This is positive, showing a high level of innovation and commitment to improvement in the region. However, it also makes it harder for you to win, as the competition is increasing, and it gives our independent jury a formidable task of choosing amongst a high number of entries with exceptional quality. We are very lucky tonight because we have one of the members of the jury, the ISSA Honorary President, Mr. Johan Verstraeten, with us. So please give him a warm round of applause and welcome to this competition. First, come, Johan, we have to see you. So if you're not happy with the result, don't complain to me, complain to him. Johan, this is how it goes. Well, the jury collectively foresees that as our members become more accustomed to and experienced in the good practice methodology, the bar for good practice to receive a certificate of merit would be gradually raised. This triennium, the topics for good practice entries were for the first time aligned with the ISSA guidelines topics. It is significant to see that there is quite a wide topical diversity of good practices submitted, and that member institutions in the region actively in all areas covered by ISSA guidelines for Social Security administrations. Let me recall that all the projects and initiatives that are confirmed by the jury as good practices are included in the ISSA Good Practice Database and are used as reference for the ISSA guidelines, as case studies for the Center for Excellence workshops, and eventually in the diploma training courses, in sessions at technical seminars and international conferences, and indeed here during various sessions of the regional forum. So as you can see, we're really capitalizing on your experience, and we're using it widely and make it available to all members on all different occasions. More particularly, they are intended to provide inspiration to others who may adapt the concepts described to their own particular circumstances and organizational cultures in order to improve the administration and delivery of services to their contributors and beneficiaries. It is obvious that good practices are unique, that they cannot be transferred as they are, they cannot be copied, but they provide an important input and important lessons to learn for our membership. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now discover the results of the jury's deliberations and celebrate the achievements of social security administrations across Asia and the Pacific. Achievements which, if judged on the entries for the award, are considerable and underline the substantial efforts taking place throughout the region to improve the quality and efficiency of services and to provide better social protection for all. Now I'll give you a bit of background on how we're going to organize it, because we have a script for that. And let me say from the beginning that this is a celebration. We have a quite formal setting. It's a big screen. It's like during the day. But now it's time to celebrate. So when I then mention the organization and the person who is receiving the award comes up to stage, you are allowed to applaud, and you are allowed to also to support that person, because it is really an achievement, and I think we should celebrate also by applauding the people and the organizations they represent. So let's be a bit more informal, and let's also enjoy together with the winners this evening. I will announce in alphabetical order of the country the results of the competition. And we have three groups of awards. We have the certificates of merit, Then we have the certificates of merit with special mention by the jury. For the first category, I will just read the title of the certificate and good practice. For the ones with merit, I give you a short text from the jury's justification. And then finally, we have the winner. I will call forward the designated representative of each organization to receive the certificate from our president, Mr. Frank Stouvet, and our honorary presidents, Ms. Corazon de la Paz and Mr. Johan Verstraeten. And I will already ask the president and the two honorary presidents to join me here on stage. After receiving the certificate, please wait for the photo. You receive the first certificate. A photo will be taken here as also commemoration of the event for you. And then, please, you are going to go up here in front of my podium, and it will be handed over to you there. And then, please, after the photos are taken, please go to the other end and go down the stairs. Be careful. The stairs are not 100% safe, so be careful. We don't... prevention, proactive, preventive, social security lived. So walk down there and go back to your seat that has been designated for you. And then, when we have been through all the presentations, we will call upon you to join us here on the stage for a group photo. So I hope that this was clear. And now let me see. Now we start. Are you excited? Yes, yeah. So I think we can do that better. Yes. Are we excited? Yes. So very good. That's energy, ladies and gentlemen. A full day of sessions and protocol and activities, and here they are, our presidents. So, remember, I start now with the certificates of merit and the first alphabetical order of the country. So, I hope everything is correct here. So the first country and organization that will receive a certificate, so the number one of the 48, is China, the Ministry of Human Resources and Social Security. Very good. For the Good Practice Social Insurance Coverage Registration Program, and the certificate will be received by Mr. Huabo Huang, Deputy Director General, Social Insurance Administration. So, give him a warm round of applause. The next entry is from Fiji, the Fiji National Provident Fund for the Good Practice Transforming Super Service via an Integrated Administration System. So, give a warm round of applause to Mr. Ajit Kodagoda, the Chairman of the Board of the Fiji National Provident Fund. Congratulations. The Employee State Insurance Corporation for the Good Practice, Administrative and Operational Efficiency. And it's their Director General, Mr. Deepak Kumar, who will receive the certificate. Well done. The next country is Indonesia. Hey! And it's a national social security administering body for employment for the good practices, because there's several. The new service blueprint to achieve service excellence, expansion of multi-distribution channels to all workers, and the new initiatives approach to start the Return to Work program. And it's Mr. Elvin G. Massasia, the President Director of the institution. A warm round of applause. Well done. So, isn't that impressive? 3 certificates to Indonesia. And we stay in Indonesia. The Social Security administering body for the health sector, for the good practice implementing the program Rujuk Balik for better access and better quality health care. And the certificates, so it's again 2 certificates, will be received by Mr. Fashmi Idris, the President Director of the organization. A warm round of applause. And now we go to the letter J and we go to Japan. The Japan Pension Service for the good practice Nenkin-net, the pension-net. And the certificate will be received by Mr. Yasunori Usui, the Executive Vice President. A warm round of applause. The next country is Jordan, the Social Security Corporation, again for a number of good practices, for the assessment of the workplace according to the occupational health and safety standards, electronic collection of contributions, and excellence awards for occupational safety and health. 3 good practices. Let's give them a warm round of applause. And I invite Ms. Nadia Al-Rababdeh, the Director General, to join us here on stage. Fantastic. And now we move on to the Republic of Korea, the National Pension Service for the good practice, extension of coverage to difficult-to-cover groups, and the certificate will be received by Mr. Kyung-sik Kim, the Director General of International Center. A warm round of applause to Republic of Korea. Yeah. And now we go to Kuwait, the Public Institution for Social Security for the Good Practice Business Process Manager. And the certificate will be received by Khaled Al-Fatala, Deputy Director General for Social Affairs of the Public Institution for Social Security. A warm round of applause. But listen, there hasn't been any award yet for our host country. Oh, here it is, Oman. Civil Service Employees Pension Fund, yeah! For the good practice, the elimination of annual follow-up process for retirees in Oman, and the certificate will be received by Mr. Shabib Al-Namarki, the Director General for Operations. Congratulations. Wasn't there also another member organization in Oman? Oh yeah, here it is. The Public Authority for Social Insurance for the good practices, business continuity management system, risk rating and grading of the Pacifi investment portfolio, unified communication solution, and strategic planning. 4 awards. And I invite Mr. Hamdan Al-Farsi, Manager of Risk Management Operation, to join, together with Mr. Saleh bin Nasser Al-Araimi. You have to find out who's going to receive it. Come, both of you. There's so many awards, so you have to do it. Warm round of applause. I think this can serve as an inspiration for the next good practice competition. You do not need to restrict yourself to 1 or 2. The more the better, and you have a chance. So, and now we move on to Saudi Arabia, the General Organization for Social Insurance for the Good Practices, guaranteeing employees' rights through wage protection. And the certificate will be received by Mr. Ahmed Al-Amran, the Assistant Governor of the organization. Please, a warm round of applause. And we actually stay in Saudi Arabia, we stay with the General Organization for Social Insurance, but now we talk about the good practice, the creation and promotion of basic standards of occupational health and safety, and the certificate will be received by Mr. Salih Al-Motiri, Occupational Health and Safety Inspector. A warm round of applause. A colleague of mine. We move on to Singapore, to the Workplace Safety and Health Council, the Ministry of Manpower, for the good practice BizSafe, assisting companies to build up workplace safety and health capabilities. And the certificate will be received by Winston Yeh, who is the Deputy Director of Industry Capability Building Department. A warm round of applause. So with this, we have, this was the first group. So please join me in congratulating all the deserving winners of certificates of merit. Let's give them a warm round of applause. Now I think the temperature is increasing here. It's getting more hot. Oof. Because now we come to the winners of the certificates of merit with special mention. And as I said, please be a bit patient because I would like just to give a few words on these cases and extract from the special mention by the jury. So the first certificate of merit with special mention goes to China, the Ministry of Human Resources and Social Security, for the good practice, importance of standardization social insurance. The special mention, a bit patient. Influencing the behavior of 180,000 staff nationwide, changing operational procedures and processes, and service delivery across a nation of 1.4 billion people is undoubtedly a massive undertaking. It is essential that this is a success. As such, an administration improvement is a fundamental condition for effective coverage. The certificate will be received by Mr. Wabo Huang, who is the Deputy Director General of Social Insurance Administration. Now you please join me in a warm round of applause for Mr. Huang. Don't be shy. Well done. The second certificate of merit with special mention goes to Indonesia, the National Social Security Administrative Body for the Health Sector, for the good practice IDABU, an online application for self-managed data. That's the spirit. And what did the jury say? The jury says, this good practice illustrates how a soundly constructed administrative improvement in the registration system can not only produce cost savings, but also have a positive outcome for the sustainability of the scheme and the ultimate objective of extending coverage. So, we welcome very much Mr. Fahmi Idris, the Present Director of the organization. Please join us. And the third certificate of merit with special mention goes to Malaysia, the Social Security Organization for the good practice, the SOCSO health screening program. What did the jury say? It said, this is an example of a proactive response to the considerable challenge of the rise in non-communicable diseases. Continuous monitoring and sound internal-external evaluation are integrated into the program to ensure the maximum effectiveness of the preventive approach. It has a positive potential long-term impact not only on the finances of the scheme, but importantly on the lives and health of the covered population. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Mohamed Azman bin Aziz Mohamed, the Chief Executive Officer, to receive his award. The fourth certificate of merit with special mention goes to the host country, Oman, Public Authority for Social Insurance for the Good Practice Policies and Procedures Project. Special mention from the jury, again, the efforts made to align policies and procedures with the ISSA guidelines and to strengthen professional standards and work ethic in the organization is commendable. This project, when considered in combination with the other good practices from this organization, demonstrates an integrated and coherent approach to good governance, risk management and service quality. Let's see Mr. Saleh bin Nasser Al-Araimi, the gentleman here on the stage to receive his award. The fifth certificate of merit with special mention goes to the Philippines, the social security system for the good practice moving towards inclusive growth. And there's somebody who's really excited about that one. No, Cara? The former president of the organization. Special mention for the jury. This is an innovative and progressive approach to extending coverage in this difficult sector, involving good coordination with local government structures and communities involved. Importantly, there have been encouraging preliminary results, and the strategy provides a basis for future developments. The certificate will be received by Ms. Catherine C. Siriaco, the Senior Vice President for Administration. A warm round of applause to Catherine. The sixth certificate of merit with special mention goes to Saudi Arabia, the General Organization for Social Insurance, for the good practice towards 100% coverage, proactive registration of non-Saudi workers. The special mention from the jury. This is an important and encouraging initiative to extend social security rights and coverage to migrant workers and provides a positive example for other members in the region. So now I have to just find out where I am in terms of pages, sorry. This is 16. Here's 18. And the certificate will be received by Mr. Suleiman Al-Gwais, the governor. Warm round of applause. Seventh and final certificate of merit with special mention goes to Singapore, the Ministry of Manpower, for the good practice, the Work Right Initiative, raising compliance. The jury said, this good practice focused on improved compliance and strengthened awareness of workers' employment and social security rights. The technical approach to tackling the problem of the abuse of employment rights and the evasion by employers of social security contributions in certain industry sectors is interesting. And the certificate will be received by Mr. Kevin Lee, the Assistant Director. A warm round of applause. Please join me in congratulating all 7 institutions that have been awarded a certificate of merit with special mention. A warm round of applause to the 7 winners. Oh, I really feel that the temperatures get really hot now. Oof, I think now we come to the most important part of tonight's ceremony, the announcement of the winner of the award. In fact, in view of the high quality of the submissions, during their deliberations, the jury found that 2 entries equally deserve to win the award. So 2 gold medals. So I'm delighted to announce that this time we have the 2 winners of the Good Practice Award for Asia and Pacific for 2015. Once again, in alphabetical order of the countries. And what we will do is we invite then the winner up and give a short presentation about their entry, because we think it's really worthwhile to learn more about this. It will not be too long, so please be patient for that, but so we will have 2 presentations following the announcement of the award. So, and with this, ladies and gentlemen, all very, very excited. One of the 2 winners is, the gold medal goes to the Department of Human Services for Australia for service delivery reform and our digital journey. A warm round of applause to the Department of Human Services. And I would like to ask Mr. Graham Maloney, the General Manager, Service Performance and Coordination, to please come up to the podium to receive the award on behalf of the Department of Human Services.
distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very privileged to be here tonight to accept this award on behalf of the Department of Human Services. Like all those who've gone before me and the next person to come, it is recognition for the hard work and dedication of a very large number of people. In fact, in respect of this particular award, it's recognition for all of the organisation, which has made some significant changes over the last 5 years. The challenge that was presented to us by government had two aspects to it. The first was to integrate the 5 organisations that provided all of the service delivery in the social security, welfare and health sectors in Australia. And the second was to integrate and modernise our ICT, and in particular to develop a digital service offer that would enable the government to make significant savings, but also to provide a vastly improved service to our customers. We divided those two tasks up into 5 particular challenges. The first was to develop a new culture that took the best of all of those organisations that went before it, without demeaning in any way the significant achievements of the ones that had gone previously. The second was to modernise our ICT from a group of applications which really didn't talk to each other and were not particularly sophisticated, and to go from being digitally almost non-existent to provide a significant range of services for our customers. The third, you won't be surprised to hear, was to provide significant benefits to government. Whilst they did provide some significant funding to us, they also expected a large return. The fourth was to deal with our customers in a better way. In other words, to make access more easily available to a wide range of customers, particularly those who had not had the opportunity to use our services previously, but also to use those customer groups in order to develop our service offer, in other words, co-design. And the fifth, while all that transformation was going on, we had to deliver the government's policy agenda as usual. I'm very pleased to say that all of those challenges were met, and I look forward to taking the opportunity tomorrow to spend some time with you during the excellent sessions to talk to you a little bit more about how we actually did that. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Congratulations once again, Ms. Maloney, and to the Department of Human Services. But as I said, there were 2 gold medals. Oh, where is it now? Do I have it? All these papers. So, the second winner that we celebrate today, the 2015 edition of the ISSA Good Practice Award for Asia and the Pacific, is the National Pension Service of the Republic of Korea for protecting the pension rights of workers through social security agreements. Please join us on the stage. I would like to invite Mr. Kim to give a short address to the
audience. President Mr. Errol Stube and Secretary General Mr. Hans-Horst Konklowski, and distinguished guests. I'm Kyung-Sik Kim, the Director General of the International Center at the National Pension Service of Korea. On behalf of the National Pension Service, I am very pleased and honored to receive this year's ISSA Good Practice Award. I'd like to extend my sincere appreciation to the all officials and staff members of ISSA and UMA's Public Authority for Social Insurance for preparing this meaningful event. Thank you. And I have to say, thank you anyway.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. A warm round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. A gold medalist amongst us. 2 gold medals. Wasn't that exciting? And with this, we conclude tonight's presentations. I would like to recall that all qualified good practices submitted to the ISSA can be found on the ISSA website, so you can study all the different entries much more in detail. A brochure with the results of the competition will be distributed to all participants tomorrow. Let me thank all of you once again for contributing to the success of the ISSA Good Practice Program, which reflects the outstanding commitment to innovation, improvement and excellence of social security institutions in this wonderful region. It is truly encouraging for the ISSA to see that a considerable number of the good practices are already inspired by the ISSA guidelines on social security administration. As a novelty this triennium, the creation of an Excellence Day at our forum will provide you tomorrow with an opportunity to learn more about the content of many of the good practices awarded today at the parallel sessions on service quality, ICT prevention and investment good governance. Excellence is not just a commitment. It is what social security institutions in the region put into reality every day. This is clearly demonstrated by all of you. Tomorrow, we will be able to share our practical experiences and analyze how the ISSA guidelines and the ISSA Center for Excellence can support us in making even further progress. And with this, I would like to invite all the winners to join us here on the stage for a group photo. All the winners, please join us. You can join from here, you can join from there. Please join us here for a group photo. Yes, take your certificate or one certificate with you so we can see all of you. There will be a first row with chairs and then will be a row with standing. Please join us.
Audio Jungle.